HMS Charger arrives from Maryport to Kirkcudbright Marina. The P2000 patrol vessel is the University's Royal Navy ship from Liverpool University. The visit is part of the ship's Easter deployment, with a crew of students on board, undergoing seamanship and leadership training. The ship carries a full-time Royal Navy crew of 5, which will be joined by up to 12 university students at any one time. There are currently 14 University Royal Navy unit ships, supporting universities in England, Wales and Scotland. The commanding officer is Lieutenant Commander Ian Critchley. The Chief Petty Officer is Mark McMinn, who comes from and still has family in Dalbeattie.
Hi there, my name's Chief McMinn. I'm the XO on board H.M.S. We're currently at sea, which is 2 weeks. We've been Whitehaven, Maryport, now in Kirkcudbright, heading to Northern Ireland, and then going back home to Liverpool after a visit to Menai Bridge. My job on board is roughly to make sure, in all respects, the ship's ready to go to sea whenever the captain wants to go to sea. That's some catering, medical, seamanship and discipline areas. We also have a marine engineering officer on board who deals with the engines. Very enjoyable job. We have about 50 cadets on the books at the minute. We can sail with 12 on board with a TO, and there's 5 permanent staff who are constantly with the ship, making sure it's ready to go to do any tasking I've required.
Guys, so this is the bridge. So in here we have a lot of interesting things. Behind Simon here we have the radar. So basically the radar goes around, picks up other ships, and from that we can plot where they are using this little joystick. So plot them on the radar. Then when they move, because they'll move across the screen because we're moving and they're moving, you plot them again, and from that you'll be able to find their bearing and pick the speed. And once you know that, you can work out the CPA. And the CPA is the distance, is the nearest distance will be to the ship, the other ship. if we both continue on our bearing and speed. And then you might have the TCPA, which will basically work out at that time. So here's what the person on the radar will do. So they'll go upstairs, say officer watch, radar update on contact 1, so the contact you found. Say the contact bears whatever bearing it is, the range it's at, the CPA, so the distance it's going to be, on the bearing when at that point, the TCPA is how long until that moment, and where the contact's course and speed is at. So that's just one of the things we do here. And we've got the wet disc here, which isn't actually showing wet disc page at the moment. I don't know if you can get it up or not. But on here is basically, it's electronic navigation, and it has all pretty much most of the charts you can get. So you also has on there other ships, and actually it does have the radar overlay as well, so you have the radar on there as well. Maddie is sitting in the helm seat. We don't normally drive the ship from there, we normally are upstairs on the flying bridge. Better visibility. And up here you've got these engine warning lights. So yellow is stage 1, which means something's gone wrong, but it's not too critical. Red means critical, so pull back on the throttle and switch the engines off so there's no power going through, because we've got these lovely things which are called
Polaris compass. So I mean, as Hamish says, we've got this electronic system which has got a wealth of information on it. It's got every chart that exists and loads of other stuff. It takes feeds from GPS and, like it says, radar, so we can navigate with that. But because we're all here to train, basically, we're all students, we do everything the old-fashioned way on paper charts. So I don't know how much of that sort of stuff you guys get to do, but you can see there's a chart laid out over there. And how we like to fix normally, if we can, is visually. So we've got these compasses. That one's set up better. You can see the ring on the top of it. They're actually a gyroscopic compass, not magnetic. So we can point that at something, and it'll give us a bearing we can plot straight onto the chart. If we do that with 3 conspicuous points that are marked on the chart, we know where they are. Where they cross is where we are. So that's how we know where we're going. You know, if we can't see anything, we can use the radar. That's good at telling us how far we are from things, so edges of land and that kind of thing. And again, with 3 arcs and where it crosses is where we are. So that is a good system, and that's how the Navy navigates now. It's, you know, state-of-the-art stuff, but we do it the old school way, the way it's been done for hundreds of years, because we have to sort of foster an understanding of it.
Yeah. Any questions at all? Just we go up to the flying bridge then, have a look.
Yep.
So, go on, make your way upstairs. Yeah, there's the flying bridge. So you can see it's pretty much the same setup as on the bridge. We don't, as we say, we don't normally use, but the Navy still use. So the copy of the screen is up here, so you can see. So someone downstairs can zoom in and out and use it, and up here you get the same information here. So you got throttle, soon, and all the warning lights are still here, and other advanced information. And again, we have another one of these, so we can work out the bearing up here. Because quite often, if you find a fix on the map from down there, it may be slightly behind. So being from there, you can't actually see it. So if you come up here, you have a much better visual of everything around you, and the revs over there. So, and we normally, so it's our kind of normal knots, just half a head. It's about 12 knots. That's normally what our max is. Yesterday we pushed it out a bit because it was quite heavy. We had a sea state 4 yesterday. The reason we do it up here, not downstairs. Windows. Just
The only difference is the senior age cabin has its own toilet and shower facilities. So this is the galley. These are the loafers.
Hey guys, we're loafers.
Don't worry about the dripping, it's not leaking, it's just condensation. When the ship's secure for sea, these are up so that nothing falls out essentially. You'll have cupboards so you can stow everything away and it just cleans it up a bit. Behind you is the shower compartment and the toilet, which are always fun to use when you're at sea in rough weather. It's quite difficult bit of a logistical exercise. And here we have the cloche locker, which is essentially all the cleaning products. It's always 6 clips, as you can see, all clips, because it's the front of the boat. So if we ever should hit anything, you want this door to be watertight, so that no water. And down here we have all the damage control stuff, so if there's ever a hole in the hull, all the damage control stuff is tied to that. This ladder, which leads to the forecastle, access it quite easily and repair any damage quite pronto really, because there's going to be water flooding into the ship and that's never good. You see cadets, you should know that, right? Right, if you head through to the mess deck again.
Yeah, basically me and Pete, the only guys in the galley. You guys go find somewhere to be.
I see it's beans today.
Yeah, it's beans and we got jacket potatoes in there and then tuna mayo in the fridge. So, good mix for today.
Yeah. Cool. Right, just let me get past. Yeah, can you start digging?
There you go, put your defenders on. It's quite loud inside.
You don't go put them on just yet. Yeah, I'll give you a shout when you need to. Yeah. Watch yourself, you alright? You good? Right. So they remain safe. So this is the switchboard here, it controls all the electrics on board and you can see them running over your head. There's a freezer just down there, which is essentially where all our frozen goods are kept. And behind are 2 big red tanks, which are called halon tanks. So if there's ever a fire in the engine room, what will happen is that a warning light will sound and show, and essentially anyone in the engine room has to exit as quickly as possible, and the room will fill with halon gas, extinguishing any fire and minimising the damage.
Help yourself.
I couldn't hear it.
This is our rehab. This is our rehab.
You should have a bar. You should have a bar in the wardroom, that's true.
The Navy running a rehab clinic, that's just... Yes,
Yeah, the toilet's in there. Average, that's about the same size of what you see in aircraft basically. Same sort of size. And this is our bathroom.
The shower, mate.
Oh, sorry, yeah, shower, so that's bathroom. Bathroom. Used to home comfort, I guess. Bunks here. Quite a few. It's at 8, it's actually 6. things like that. It's not very big. This is where students do sort of sleep during sea weekends, and obviously in this case Easter deployments.